Lovely.
Hello everybody on YouTube today, Jamie Powell back, and I'm playing Recap. I am going to be going over some of the films that I have seen recently that I've not mentioned in any videos because I was off for a couple of weeks. So let's get on with it. The films that I have seen since we last spoke. I went to see a Scream Unseen called Never Let Go. It stars Halle Berry. It's basically about this mum and her two kids, and they have to stay in this house in the middle of the countryside, and if they leave the house they have to attach a rope to them because it's blessed, and if they let go of the rope they get taken by the evil that's surrounding them. Now this is like a psychological horror thriller, and it sort of starts off really promising. I thought the premise was really good. I liked the way it started, introducing the characters and the scenario that they are in. And then it sort of takes a back seat a little bit. It sort of just goes along, doesn't really do very much, and then the last sort of half hour picks up a bit. I thought the film itself was fine, the acting is great, the kids are very good in it, but it's nothing special, and it was just by the numbers, and the ending really wasn't that great. So overall it was okay, it was watchable, it's not rubbish, but there's nothing I'd watch again. I gave that a 3 out of 5. Joker 2, now I did an initial review of this as in writing. I did like a little post about it saying what I thought about it. I'm just going to talk about it a little bit because ever since I've seen it, it's grown on me, and I keep thinking about it at times, especially even now. And it's a really good film, but everybody is shitting and pissing all over this film, and the reason mainly is it's a musical. It doesn't go the route that you think it was going to, and the ending. Now I think on reflection, I've getting a bit of time to think about it, I think this film is actually very good. It's very well made, very well acted. I thought Joaquin Phoenix again is fantastic. Lady Gaga, great in the part. People are saying it's not as good as Harley Quinn, well, as in like Margot Robbie and the Suicide Squad. This is, you know what, this is a separate thing. Margot Robbie's Harley Quinn would not fit in this film. It wouldn't suit it. It's too wacky and OTT. Lady Gaga is more subtle, and she acts through her eyes so well. I think Lisa Love's pointed that one out. And yeah, I did notice that how dead her eyes are by the end of the film. She is fantastic and very subtle and very underrated. I think she's great as Harley Quinn for this sort of movie anyway. The film itself, it has one of the favourite scene of this is when, I forget the name of the character, he goes to court and he has a conversation about him. It's the little fella from the previous movie, not being disrespectful, and he let him live in the previous one, and he goes to court to talk to Arthur in court. That is the best scene of the whole movie. It's so brilliantly acted and written by all parts in that film, in that moment. It is fantastic. The film itself, I was conflicted when I saw it. I thought the ending was shocking. I thought, what the hell have you done? But then the more I thought about it and looked into it and all these other possibilities, yeah, I actually get on board with it. I think this is a director saying fuck you to all the people who are forcing him to do this, so they ain't going to force him to do another one. So yeah, I thought it was great overall. Despite its flaws, I'm going to give that a 4 out of 5. Terrifier 3. Now I did do a trilogy review, but I'm going to just mention this very quickly, just put it in there as well as I'm going through all the films I've seen. Terrifier 3, obviously it's a sequel to the previous two, and Art the Clown is set at Christmas and he's going on a killing spree. He's back and he's up to his usual tricks. That's all you really need to know. The story itself is fine. I found there was a few pacing issues here and there, but overall I thought the film itself was fantastic. Gory fun. And it's become a huge thing now. Everybody seems to be talking about it and like trying to be trendy because as things come out, everybody all of a sudden has been a fan for years and loves it. What a lot of bullshit. What a load of fucking bullshit. It's I've been a fan since day one, and we don't need to go into that, but it just annoys me when people come, they're all trying to be trendy on TikTok and this shit, and they say, how can you go and see this film as well? It's too gory. You're all sick. It's horror. It's the best you could do for horror is make it gory and people throw up. That's what horror is about. Oh yeah, it's meant to be scared and have good stories. I get all that. But horror is to be horrific. It's in the title. So anyway, I thought the film was fantastic. Loved it from start to finish. I think it actually could be my favourite of the three now. And I'm going to give that one a 4.5. Yes, I know. But yeah, go and see it at the cinema. Support this because this independent film is one of the most successful independent horror films ever made. Go and see it. And if you're worried about the gore, don't be a fucking pussy. Smile 2. And every single fucking thumbnail is going to be, isn't it? If you go watch Smile 2 reviews on YouTube, that's always going to be people doing that in the thumbnail. Bed-ends. Anyway. It's so cliche. Oh dear. Anyway, so yeah, Smile 2 is a sequel to Smile 1, but I never saw that coming. and we follow a different character this time. It's a pop singer played by Naomi Scott, who gives an Oscar-winning performance, a fantastic performance. The film itself is fine. It's fine. It's nothing special. It's not as good as the first one. It's not. Even though it's well made, probably better made than the first one, the scale was bigger. I think the first one's more effective and had more about it, and it was original. And this one is good. It's got its good moments. I like the story. The character, it does go on a bit here and there, and some of the time I was looking at my watch thinking when's it going to pick up. It's all right. I liked it overall. I don't think it's as amazing as people are making it out to be, but it's an entertaining watch. And like I said, Naomi Scott, fantastic in this movie. Fan-fucking-tastic performance, and she saved this film. She was the reason why I stayed, even if her character's a bit shit. As in, like, it's there's a lot of layers to her. I guess that's good in a way. I've just seen this all before. You know, I've seen all this stuff before. It's all right, and the ending was a bit, but overall, 3.5. I enjoyed it for what it was. Transformers 1, a new animated movie with Chris Hemsworth playing Optimus Prime. And yeah, this is actually really good. This is a lot of fun. It reminds me a lot of the humour of like the Lego movie in a way. And I thought the film went at a very good pace. The action was great. The animation's beautiful. I thought that the action was very well done. It's a good film. It's entertaining, and it's quite loyal to the original animated series in some ways. It does its own thing, and the voices are a little bit different, but by the end of the film, you kind of adjust to it. The humour actually works most of the time. There's some very funny bits, but like I said, what keeps this one going is the pacing, the story, and the action. It's a very entertaining film, very entertaining, and certainly I think it's one of the better ones we've had of the Transformer movies. It's more closer to the original source than it is to the Michael Bay films. Even though this is actually produced by Michael Bay, people are forgetting that. He's actually on board with this one, but it doesn't feel like a Michael Bay film whatsoever. Yeah, I really like this one. I gave that one a 4 out of 5. And finally, and I'm really happy to talk about this film, The Wild Robot, an animated film meant to be the last one from DreamWorks, but I believe they are going to make some more, and there's news of a sequel of this one already, and this, so far now, is my film of the year. It's beaten Alien Romulus. That's been my #1 since I saw it, and yeah, this is beautiful. This is a beautiful film. The animation is some of the best DreamWorks have ever done. The story is simple and easy to follow. It's got a lot of heart, it's got a lot of dark humour in it, and it's just so well developed, it's so well written, it's so well paced. This isn't going to be for everyone, but I absolutely loved this film from start to finish. From the animation, the music, the cinematography, the voice work, the way it flows, the way it builds, and the emotion. The emotion to this is really heartwarming, and it is very funny. And like I said, the humour in this is quite dark. They tackle death in this film quite a lot. What? No, death as in like dying. And it's but it's very subtly done, and it's, like I said, some of the humour, some of the lines in this are really good. Any drawbacks on this film? Not really. There's a couple of moments where you think, oh, come on, put yourself together a little bit, and it does. It's like there's a couple of moments where it starts getting a little too silly, and then it picks up again. But this is nitpicks, because this film was wonderful to go and see, and I thought it looked good from the trailer. I was more excited to see this over Smile 2 and Transformers. This ended up being the best of the three. I love this film. I think this is a beautiful film and highly recommend it, and go and see it. It doesn't matter what age you are, this can be for anyone. Just because it's an animated film doesn't mean it can't be for adults. This is wonderful stuff, and I'm going big with this one. Not quite the full 5, but it's a 4.75. That's like a 9 out of 10, I guess, 9.5 out of 10. I thought this film was fan-fucking-tastic, and I highly recommend go and see it. And that's all the films that I have watched recently over the last few weeks. There's been quite a few, and admittedly, most of them was seen on like one day or over a weekend, because obviously I was off poorly and I had that bad vision in my eye. I couldn't go to the cinema for a couple of weeks, so I wasn't able to go to the cinema, but I did go, and I decided to go and see them all in like a day or so when I got my vision back, make up for lost time. So, but that's my reviews. I hope you enjoyed it. Do you agree with my reviews? If you don't, It doesn't matter. We're all entitled to our own opinion. My opinion's not right, it's just what I feel. And you tell me down below, what do you think of the films I've seen? Have you seen any of them? And what is your thoughts on them? We'd really like to find out. Anyway guys, all the best for me. Please like, share, subscribe, stay safe, play safe, and bye for now.